I've always wanted a big family, so I've always just thought that I would adopt, and we thought it was time to start the process. We didn't know exactly how long it would take or what it would look like, and we actually started the foster parent training during COVID, and then Thanksgiving we were finished, and then we welcomed Jalee into our home in April of 2021. We were really nervous with the foster process of how we would bring a child into our family and into our faith. Our agency is a Christian agency, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the kids coming in are of faith. And so we were very nervous. You know, Jalee came in and we brought her to church and we showed her that we volunteer, and that was something that we expected of everybody in our family to do. And through there, you know, she met a few kids who go to our squad with her. You know, of course, it's fun. You know, there's always worship, which she really enjoys. It's a bunch of girls her age. They're playing volleyball, eating snacks. But I think what she's really liked about it is it has made Jesus more relatable for her. We honestly had 100% planned to send her to camp. You know, there was no hesitation on our parts. It was just a fact. We knew we were going to do it. But it was interesting because she came home thinking that she had to convince us. And you know, she just kept saying, you know, I want to go because, you know, my friends are going, but also it'll give me an opportunity to like learn more about Jesus. And it got to the point where she brought our babysitter into it. She brought Elle into it, and Elle was helping convince us to let her go to camp. And I had to text Elle and say, hey, we actually already paid for her to go, so you don't have to convince us anymore. So Jalee came home and she was excited to tell us that she surrendered her life to Jesus, that actually you, Jordan, what you had said really resonated with her. And she not only told us that she gave her life to Jesus, but she came home and pulled out her notes and wanted to, you know, tell us everything that you said, like break it down. It was a very thought out decision. So in the fall, we were having, you know, just a hard time. That was when a lot of things were happening at once. Jalee didn't really know that much about God. And I remember we were sitting at the table and she said, I just don't understand, if God exists, why he would put me in foster care. And, you know, it was just a really like raw moment. I was not prepared for that comment, and I, you know, wasn't sure how I was going to answer, and I didn't, you know, I still wasn't. It was just a hard question to answer. It was a really big question that she asked, and so that was where she was in the fall. And then just a few months later in February, you know, she came home and she knows who Jesus is, and she understands that God has designed her life just the way he imagined, and that it is a beautiful path he has set her on. Jalee coming to faith has just been such a blessing for our family. You know, that's something that Jet and I have been praying, that our kids would know the Lord since before we even had children. You know, we never thought it would happen so soon because our other babies are babies, you know, so it's so special that we get to celebrate like this so early on in our family. And I think that Jalee is setting a great example for JJ and Aubrey Kate. You know, I cannot wait for them to be a little older and to understand more and to be able to follow in their big sister's footsteps like this.